Hey, how you guys doing? Yeah, so we're gonna be designing a new elevator. I decided to just do it live. To show you guys it's not a simple matter of where you just build it. It's more of a trial and error thing. I'm testing a new program after yesterday when I was having issues when I was using full screen or not full screen. I decided that it would probably be best if I was to let me get this stuff in order. Yeah, so I was playing in not a full screen and I couldn't get this to work. And then when I played in actual full screen, it only worked after I rode that elevator, but this one wouldn't actually work. Um, so I should be able to see your guys' chat. I hit Control. Um, I hit Control and I can type in, like, let's see. There we go. See if that's actually functioning. On mine it just says I'm testing. Let's see here. Go to, I just need to check something real quick. Yeah, so the actual comment isn't working. Let me see. Hi. So this is going to be a video, but we're also going to be testing to see if it works correctly, which it doesn't look like it is. I installed this program that's supposed to overlay and show me chats, but I don't see it working. That's pretty funny. It's actually called it's showing some stuff here. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't show my own chats. I don't know. I'll have to keep an eye on it to see what's up here. Yeah, I'll have to check it every once in a while and see if anybody's chatting. So back to what I was saying. So yesterday, I was running this and I have my screen kind of smaller so that way, but it would have been at a very odd resolution. I don't know why that would be an issue. Seriously, I don't know why it would be an issue. Seriously, I don't know why that would be an issue. But I had said that even if you did have lag issues, you could actually just ride this elevator halfway. You know? You wouldn't have to ride the whole thing. A lot of times, chunk loading does play a huge part in a lot of this stuff. Like, this is obviously going to work better with no ground, but in all reality, it actually is buggier with no ground, from what I've found. So I can see the pistons catching up with me, but it seems like it was working. Yeah. It worked better than it did yesterday. Yeah. On the first try. I don't actually understand, or nor do I want to understand, why it is that works the way that it does. Seriously. So we made it to the... We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 floors. But we couldn't make it. So, if... oops. Let me see if anybody's commented, just to see if this comment thing's working. Nope, nobody's commented. So, very strange. If it doesn't work, I'm going to uninstall it and never use it again. This program thing. So, yeah. Obviously, we had something else happen again. Let's get out of this. So this is one of the reasons why I made a slower elevator, is that although you could make, like, I've had days where this thing worked every single time I've tried it, and then other days where it doesn't work at all. I mean, not making it 10 blocks. Why, I have no idea. Seriously, I have no reason. I know that that one works. It's also facing a different direction. Is it possible that it's orientational? It is possible. It's possible. A lot of times what's going on here is it's a timing. It's timing with this. Like taking a little tick off of there should make this piston come up further. So let's try it again. I'm going to kind of get a little bit over. Yeah. So not exactly killing it. But yeah, I got stuck in it twice. Now, this one's facing a different direction, so this is why I never released this elevator a long time ago. I never released it. You know what I think I might need to do? I think I'm going to go ahead and restart this, because I don't see anybody saying anything, but I don't see my own comments either, so let me go ahead and just restart it and see if it actually functions. Okay, so if I go to my channel and I say hi, I can see hi on there, but I do not see it on my actual chat. It also doesn't say. Oh, there it is. I see it now. Okay, it is working. Alright, I guess you just have to restart it once you stream. Okay, well that's a simple fix. Yeah. It means I don't have to have a bunch of windows open is what it means. Okay, so this one is obviously smaller and it takes up much less of an area. There's a lot less, you know, for everything to be rendered. There's a lot less to be rendered. One of the biggest problems that I've recently, you know, found out is that every one of these pistons, every one of these repeaters gives off light, which means that there's tons of light going off here, which does give me the ability, now that we have that observer block, to use the observer block as actual wiring. The problem with it is that at the end of it, I'm gonna still need pistons. So so yeah, this one is only what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 floors. So we should easily be able to make this. It's also from a different it's also facing a different direction, and it's further away from that, but we can still see it to render. So this one I've had it seems like it works just way better, as you guys can see. Now this is PC version, so I don't know why this one works so well. So look, I run this one, right? I run that one, and then I come over here and we'll try this one again, right? So I'm starting to think that maybe it's an issue. Maybe it's an issue I don't know about with this. Yeah, maybe it's an issue with rendering, because it's working fine now. I mean, I got stuck in the block. That's kind of a common thing. But yeah, so we just went 100 blocks in a really short amount of time. So yeah, does this work? Yes. Do you have to force it to work? Yes. Could it be this? Possibly. Could possibly be that. So the idea that I had for a newer elevator is basically to try and make it as simple as possible. Now the simplest you could do is just have an up and down elevator. That's the simplest that you could have. Just have no floors, and that would probably be more reliable. But in all reality, if you slow down the circuit just even a little bit, instead of it being a 1-tick elevator, if you make it a 2-tick elevator, at 2 ticks it becomes super unreliable, and I don't know why. So you have to make it at least a 3 to 4-tick elevator. Now my old design is a 4-tick elevator. So this is going to be kind of like a series. Yeah, it's going to be kind of like a series. And the reason why I wanted to show you guys this is this is what it takes. Is like what do you actually want to make? Okay, so I want to make a pretty reliable elevator that's relatively small, that has smaller floor spacings, and I don't want it to be too big. So I should make an entirely fresh world. I should make an entirely fresh world. Yeah, I should make an entirely fresh world, and that way none of this is rendered. Maybe even do it on a sandstone world, so that there's stuff on the ground to render, so that I won't get any inconsistencies. But the actual design itself isn't going to really matter. What's going to matter is how I get this to work. So I still think that making an elevator that's realistic, like where you have to wait for it to come down to you, can be kind of annoying. And although it might be realistic, it can be quite a pain to mess around with it, especially if you get kicked out. So I recently realized that I no longer had the map that I designed this version 5 elevator. Now a lot of people, I don't know why, but half the amount of people watch this video as they did my version 3. And the version 3 is kind of out of date. I mean, it still works, but it requires some timing changes. And I covered it on this one. I was able to actually make this, if you look, I was actually able to make this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks smaller. Well, it's 8 blocks instead of it being like this one here. This is actually very similar to it. But yeah, anyway. So this one has the newer circuit to it, but I didn't change this yet, and I still have this unnecessary. If you really want to know, an unnecessary indicator light on it. So if we look at the size of this one is actually the smallest of the two, right? You can actually see that I went around and switched some of these to this newer circuit, but this used to be the old circuit here. As you guys can see, it's really far away. It requires a ton of repeaters, I'll say unnecessarily, and it adds on, huge amounts of blocks to this. So if we're going to be using the red circuit, I know that I can space this like this, but all it does is make it so the right side of the left side of the elevator is actually harder to get to. So this is basically the latest version. And so if we were to ride this one, and you guys will see, this uses a magic button. So that means is it's a little bit laggier. If you were to make this really big, you'd probably want to go with just a regular button. But you guys can see that this is pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth. This button actually functions in 2 different ways. So it'll take you down safely, or it'll instantly extend it depending on where the elevator is. And there's no shutter in it. And so to kind of show you guys, this one is, I don't think it's at the height limit. I mean, it could be. It could be at the height limit, but I don't think it is. But it's not. It's more of a 5-tick elevator. Yeah, it's a 5-tick elevator. This is at the highest speed. We actually, you can always tell when it's my older elevator because the first piston to lift you up to the left side, not the right. So you guys can see that this is, it's not the fastest, but you can move around in it. Let me see. Yeah, you can move around in it. You can kind of do screenshots of it so you can see what's happening. But it's not the fastest. But it's more reliable, and it can be slowed down even more. So it takes a lot longer. If this was the original, yeah, if this was the original, it would be it would be crazy. So yeah, there you go. You can see that. Now, I would say that you could take this down nice and safe. And I don't know how many blocks up we are. Let's actually check that. How many blocks are we up? Yeah, we're at the build limit. It's at 253 right here. Thought it was 256, so we could technically go up one more block. Okay. Yeah. So so that's that. This is basically all of mine and a couple of other designers. Hey, what's up there? Is it NH something T Cobe? Says beautiful. Thanks for commenting. Yeah, so these are all mine. And then this is the version 7 elevator, which it's actually really fast. But it works much better. It works much better when there's no extra circuitry, right? No extra circuitry. It's smaller, it's faster, it's easier to make, but you run into issues with it because when you start adding in a lot of mass, it starts becoming really really laggy, which is what we just seen. So so in order to make a new elevator, we're gonna need to create a new world, I think. Yeah, I think we want to let's create a new world. I want to name it, let's see, that's not what I wanted to put. Let's see. I think I'm just going to name it, I'll name it new elevator. New elevator. We want to make it creative, more world options, structures off, world type. No. I want it to be super flat, but I want to go ahead and let's go ahead and remove layer, and then let's go ahead and I want to add a layer. Actually, let's do preset. We got redstone ready, which I don't know what the redstone ready is. This one says the void, so we could make another void world. I think that we should try and keep this with some ground on it. Water world, overworld, snowy kingdom, bottomless pit. Redstone ready. I don't know. I don't know what that one actually is, but let's see what it does. Okay, so it gives us 52. 52. There used to be a way to edit this. I don't remember how though. I don't think we want 3 stone. This is gonna, this is gonna make things. If we're designing this for a flat world, that would be good. So I'm going to go ahead and say that I would like to, let's see, cancel that. Let's go ahead and do customize. I want to do preset. I want to do a void world. Let's see what the void world is. It's just air. So can we place a block? Do you want to see a bamboo farm? Probably not right now. Maybe when I get more popular, I could start showing stuff like that, but I don't think that there's too many people that want to play Minecraft these days. So if I make a void world, I don't want to make a void world is the thing. Let's see. What I would like to do is have redstone ready. Actually, you know what? Classic. Let's see. Use preset. You used to be able to edit this. How come we can't? How come we can't add a layer here? Remove layer, done, presets. Yeah, there used to be the ability to add a layer. Let's see. I'm sure it is. Every design that I've ever seen on Minecraft has always been amazing, you know? We're going to just do a redstone ready, and we're going to go ahead and have it render all of these blocks. So let's go ahead and go done. Do we want cheats on? Yes. Do we want bonus chest on? No. There we go. So create world. So this is going to be our new world to design an elevator. So we're starting from scratch for sure. Okay. It seems relatively quick loading. Let's see what happens when we fly away. I'm going to go ahead and well, at least it did give us some torches to let us know. I thought I said no chest. But we want to know where we spawn. This is the spawn. Okay, so I'm going to say we just leave that there. So I need to move this over here. Okay. Okay, so I want to build west. I forget how to tell if you're going west or not. Let's see, A and Z. We're facing east, so this is the direction we want to build in, is west. Yeah. So this is where we're going to build our elevator. So we're going to need to get some supplies first. We're going to need some redstone. I'm going to go ahead and make it we're going to need a repeater, comparator, hopper. And we're also going to need a redstone torch, sticky pistons. Let's see what else would be good to have. We're going to need a note block, dispenser, and we're going to need a dropper. But let me go ahead and put these. These are all going to be good to have. So we're going to need a I'm going to try and use an observer. We're gonna need. I'm gonna go ahead and go with a new. We'll go with a. We'll go with the old oak button, and then we'll need a lever. There's the lever. Okay, so I kind of like to have the pistons in my hotbar because I end up using a ton of them. But we're gonna go ahead and do a dropper, observer, dispenser, note block, that. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and do this like that. What else would we need? I think that's pretty much it. I don't know what the lector is, or lectern. So we're going to also need a trap chest and a regular chest. Yeah. So we're going to need these. Trap chest, regular chest. And we're going to need... I'm going to actually have to... Oh crap, did I just delete everything? Oh, that was precious. That's too funny. Let me see. Okay. It says that it sent that in there. Let me go ahead. I'm still testing this. There we go. It was not transparent for a second. That was weird. Okay, let's try this again. So, we're going to go ahead and do sticky piston, button. We're going to need a dropper, hopper, observer, dispenser. What else we need? Redstone, comparator. Now let's go ahead and just put all this stuff in there. Chest. Regular chest. Lever. Stone button. Observer. Repeater. I don't really need a redstone lamp. I don't know if I got a dispenser, but let's see what we got. We got a dropper, dispenser, so I don't need this one. Observer. So we got this. We got a lever, wood button, stone button, chest, and trap chest. Yeah. I'm just going to put these here for now. So that should be it. We're going to need, as far as building materials, we're going to need glass. Actually, I'm going to leave these up here for now, and then we're going to go ahead and go here. And we're going to need white wool, orange wool, magenta, light blue, yellow, green, pink. We won't need, gray we'll probably need, gray, light gray. Okay. So, orange. Because we are going to have a lot of circuits, so let's see. So we were at light gray, so we could go cyan, purple, blue, brown. I don't usually use brown, but we'll go green, black. I don't usually use black either. Yeah. So we could do this. So and then red, of course. So we're going to end up having this spot open. You know what I forgot was the redstone torch. Gonna need that. That's like the most important thing right there. Okay, so that should work. We got this, and we got some white wool, and then we'll need some building materials. So I like to build my out of birch and see, sandstone. Ever thought about doing a survival series? I actually have a survival series out. I had one out for a long time. It never did as well as my YouTube videos, but there we go. So we have our building instructions here. So we're facing west, so I'm going to go ahead and get the basic design here. So we want to build this kind of up off the ground. So this is going to be the safety rail that brings you up. This is going to be where the pistons sit. Then we're going to need some sort of floor. You know, I think I would like to make it out of glass. I think the floor. Yeah, I've made survival series. I mean, and we did a lot. To be honest, since we have time, this is going to be a long series. I'll show you guys, because I do want to kind of I want it to be optimized, you know, for now. This is going to be probably like version I might do it like version 10. I don't know. We'll see. It depends on how we do it. So this is a copy of the Ender server. Now it takes a hell of a lot of time. This is just the spawn. Seriously? This was the Ender server. It's a copy of the Ender server. Me and 3 other people made all this in survival. But it's just a copy. So, kind of show you guys. You would collect. This is the iron foundry. I don't know if this works anymore. Seriously. But yeah, you could go in here. I wonder if they changed the nether. So basically, this was our house. And this is how we would travel, because you actually travel less distance. So this is a pigman farm. And to Timist's house. Now, I think this is the most current. This one took you to the Ender farm. This one takes you to Burned Out Guys. And then this one takes you to the X Grinder Blaze farm. And 3-in-1 Nether farm. And my mansion. So you can see that this is all the stuff we built. It wasn't just me. There was a lot of people. King Creeper's base. Anyway, so X Grinder is a huge mob farm. I'll go ahead and show it to you. I don't remember the load times being so much, going from the Nether to it, but So this is the mob grinder that we made. It's another person's design. Yeah, it's another person's design, but it does work. It's up above the. Nothing spawns down there when we're here. Yeah, nothing spawns. So this should. I don't know if it's off or not. Let's actually see if it's on or off. It appears to be on. Do I have a... It does look like it's frozen. Supposed to be counting. Why is it not counting? I think it might be on the off position. Do I have an off on this? Let's see what's underneath here. Oh yeah, I do. This is the on and off. Okay. This is why it's not moving, because I didn't turn it on. Been a long time since I've been here. So that's on. And we should get a ton of mobs. I know that the mobs spawn better within 16 meters. So if we go in here, it does look like that nothing can spawn because it's set wrong. Let's fix it real quick. It does look like it's incorrect. So what we're gonna need to do is I think we need to reset this real quick. I can still hear the water running, so we need to send this a pulse to this really quick. Let me go ahead and grab a redstone. Okay, so it should be set properly. I can still see or hear water. Okay, so we should be good to spawn. It is possible that they changed it. Let me see here. Let's throw that. I can see him. Okay, so here you go. It was set wrong, but this thing gets absolutely crazy amounts of rare items. Yeah, it does. I forget how many. It's so much, though, that I set this device up to burn excess. But yeah, we did this all in survival, which was crazy. None of those guys I play with anymore. But you can see just on an average day, I would actually have to turn this thing on the off position. Because it would overfill the chests, and then it would break this hopper system, and then you get rare drops here. So it's pretty cool. And then this was just designed to basically take and get rid of any zombie flesh, because you didn't need it. But it definitely works. So we'll leave it on. And then this was basically the way down. This was King Creeper's house, I believe. Yeah, King Creeper's house. Yeah, we kind of were designing some stuff here. This is the tree eater. It's basically Mumbo Jumbo's design. A tree eater. This is my mansion. Yeah. I have a version that has a cobblestone generator, a smooth stone generator. These villagers are actually here. Um, yeah, they're only there because this was a village. uh, but anyway, let's go ahead and get out of here. I just wanted to kind of show you guys that I did do a survival series before. um, so anyway, back to designing elevator. Okay, so the next step would be if this is where you're going to stand, then that would mean that that piston's the one we want up. So we're going to end up with something like this to lift us. Alright, I'm going to need to set up something to keep the day. Let me see. Yeah, I'll have to set up some stuff. So this is the basic design. So I want this to be at 6 blocks tall, which it's the same as my version 3 multiple floor elevator. So if we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then we'll have another floor. Yeah. And I don't think I want to make it bigger than, say, 3 floors. So we want to add one more floor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and get the piston system in here. So we want we're going to want to do this. I'm actually going to do it like this. I've done this so many times that it's like riding a bike. Okay. Then we want to do this. It looks correct. So you'd come in and then you'd get on this side of the elevator, right? And then this would be the piston that would lift you up right there. So that's correct. Okay. That is why I went only 6, because you could do 6 or you could do 4. But it's so hard to stop this at 4. So what's up, game? Just says game. What's up? Okay, so I'm going to try and keep it with the old design circuitry because that's tried and tested and it works. So we're going to need a blocks here. Yeah, going with the super fast elevator, it just doesn't, it's just not reliable enough for me to want to do a tutorial on. And I don't think people would want to. For me to even do a tutorial, it requires a lot of likes, you know? If somebody wants me to do a version 7, I will do it, but it takes a bit. Okay, so this should be correct. We do need to have it lift us up though, so let me see here. So we need this to be powered by a slab. From what I remember, it has to be a slab here. We want a slab there, and then we want this here, like that. Hey, what the hell is that noise? So, did I do this right? Yeah, it's right. But the bottom piston doesn't look correct for some reason. Yeah, the bottom piston doesn't look correct. Yeah, this isn't the one we'd be lifting up. It's this one. I think I might have did this wrong. Let's check it. Just in case. I don't want to that's the wrong one. Yeah, that's right. That one's down first. Let me go to this world. We basically, I want to do this, but I want to add in the instant extension, instant retraction. And I also would like it to be not like that. It's just, there's too much stuff, hopper flops and all this crap. It's smaller, but I'd rather have in some other stuff here for sure. Yeah, I'd rather have some other stuff. Yeah, so yeah, it's correct. Yeah, it's correct. Okay. So that's right. That's correct. Just want to double check because this is where we need this. That's where we need that at. So it's going to lift up the first piston to lift you up. So this needs to be powered first. And I would say that we would probably want to do a something like that. We actually don't need that. And now we just need the timings. Okay, this is just a pulse lengthener. That's all it is a pulse lengthener. There we go. So that's the basic design. Now, technically, we don't need this repeater, but it has to be here to protect the circuit. So technically, I could get rid of, tons of these, but it does need to be a 1-tick delay when it does its thing. I'll show you guys what I mean by that. Is I'm going to build so close to it. I'm going to build so close to this that I'm going to build so close to this that if I don't have that repeater there, it's screwed. Because you could technically do this to save yourself. The thing about it is that it makes it that much faster, which then screws up other timings. Like then you have to change this to 3, and then this needs to be on 1. So it's just one of those things it's not really worth doing to save a repeater. I don't see anybody to ever make this. I don't see anybody to ever make this. In survival, and if they were, obviously they have a lot of skill going on. So, yeah. So I was curious because 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, it's getting dark again. All right, I'm gonna need to whoa. Is it? I thought it was time set. Time set. I'd like it to be morning. Time set 1000. Yeah, time set 1000. There we go. I need to turn mobs off too. Let's see, options. Video settings. No, it should be under options, I'm thinking. Controls, skin, video, language, resource, packs. Normal difficulty, hard, peaceful. There we go. Get rid of all them mobs. Okay, so this is the basic design of the multiple floor elevator that we want to do. Yeah. I'm going to see, let me see, how long have I been streaming for? About 54 minutes. So I'm thinking that I'm going to go ahead and call it a day because I've been making videos way too long. And we'll come back to this either later on tonight or maybe tomorrow morning if I have the time. And but we'll come back and we're going to add in the up circuit to this, and then we're going to add in the down circuit, and then we're going to need to figure out a new way to we're going to need to figure out a new way to make this elevator function faster and quicker and more reliably. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. Technically, this is episode 1 of designing a new elevator live. I do appreciate, you guys liking my videos and supporting me. I actually, to be honest, have been really discouraged with YouTube in the last couple years that I've been doing it. And I kind of lost the drive to wanna even do YouTube, which kind of sucks. But recently, my son wants to do a survival thing with me, but I honestly can't afford the server. Back in the day, I would make enough money to where it would pay for a server, and it would also pay for, I'll say, some equipment. Right now, I'm using a headset microphone, which it's too loud. It makes pop noises really bad. And of course, my graphics card is getting to the end of the road, which I'm going to need a new one of those soon. So it's kind of like I don't make enough money to justify making a ton of these. I know it sounds terrible because it's not supposed to be about money, but hobbies do cost money. And so that's the thing. This is a hobby, and it does take a lot of time and money and effort. I no longer have a quality studio microphone. I don't have a good internet adapter for my computer, so there's a lot of stuff that I need, to be honest. But for right now, we should be good to go. If something does break, I will basically make a video on it. It'll probably just be me recording using my son's computer to basically say that something's busted. But that's, of course, thinking in the future. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and you guys have a good one.